Hello dear students, welcome to the video lesson on discipline Foreign Language Level B1. My full name is Pushko Natalia. I am a senior teacher of Foreign Languages Department at Miras University. The theme of the fifth lesson is organizing your leisure time. The main objectives of the lesson: understand the importance of leisure time for maintaining a healthy work-life balance. Identify different types of leisure activities: active, creative, social, and relaxing. Recognize effective strategies for managing and prioritizing leisure activities. Develop the ability to create a personalized plan for organizing leisure time. Demonstrate time management techniques to balance responsibilities and relaxation. Practice evaluating and adjusting leisure activities to align with goals and interests. What is the importance of leisure time? First point is stress reduction. Leisure activities provide a much-needed break from daily routines, helping to lower stress levels and improve mental well-being. Enhance creativity. Engaging in hobbies stimulates the mind, promoting creativity and innovative thinking. This can spill over into other areas of life, improving problem solving and decision making. The last point is stronger relationships. Sharing leisure time with friends, family, or loved ones strengthens relationships, fostering connection and creating lasting memories. What helps you in identifying your interests and hobbies? Let's look at these points. The first one, reflect on your passions. Consider what activities bring you joy, relaxation, or a sense of accomplishment. Think back to your childhood or early adulthood, remembering what you enjoyed then. Explore new possibilities. Don't be afraid to try something new. Take a class, attend a workshop, or visit a local event to discover hidden interests. Seek inspiration. Read articles, watch documentaries, or browse online platforms to discover different hobbies. Let others' experiences spark ideas. On this slide, let's look at the time management strategies. The first one, prioritize tasks. Use the Eisenhower matrix to categorize tasks as urgent, important, non-urgent, or unimportant. Focus on what truly matters. Apply the Pareto principle, 80 per 20 rule, by identifying the 20% of activities that yield 80% of results. Second one, plan your day. Begin with a clear schedule, outlining key tasks for the day. Consider time blocking to allocate specific periods for activities, minimizing multitasking. End your day by reviewing accomplishments and planning for tomorrow. The important factor in time management is setting SMART goals. Ensure goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Break larger goals into smaller, actionable steps to maintain progress. The next step, I avoid procrastination. Use techniques like the Pomodoro technique, working in focused intervals, for example 25 minutes, followed by short breaks. Combat procrastination triggers by starting with smaller, manageable tasks. The next point in time limit is limit distractions. Create a dedicated workspace to minimize interruptions. Turn off unnecessary notifications on devices or use productivity apps like Freedom or Focus. Use noise cancelling headphones or ambient music to maintain focus. The next point in time management: delegate and outsource. Share responsibilities where possible to free up time for high priority activities. Use professional services or apps for tasks like cleaning, shopping, or administrative work. The next important strategy in time management is practice self-discipline. Stay committed to your plan and avoid overloading your schedule. Set boundaries for work, leisure, and social activities, ensuring each gets adequate time. Next strategy is taking breaks and rest. Schedule regular breaks to recharge. Overwork decreases productivity over time. Get adequate sleep and incorporate relaxation activities into your daily routine. Next strategy: reviewing and reflecting. Assess how your time is being spent by maintaining a daily log for a week. Adjust routines and strategies based on what works best for you. And the last strategy in time management is using technology wisely. Leverage tools like to-do list apps, for example, Todoist, Microsoft To Do, calendar apps, for example, Google Calendar, Outlook, project management apps, Trello, Asana. Automate repetitive tasks with tools like Zapier or IFTTT. Creating a balanced routine. First point is work. Establish a structured work schedule, taking breaks and delegating tasks when possible. Then leisure. Schedule dedicated time for hobbies, relaxation, and personal interests. Socializing. Plan activities with friends and family, fostering connections and building relationships. Self-care. Do not forget about this point. Prioritize activities that nourish your physical and mental well-being. On this slide, dear students, let's look at the self-care activities. Here we have 4 examples of such activities. First one is yoga or Pilates. Engaging in these activities can enhance flexibility, strength, and mindfulness. Spa treatments. Indulge in massages, facials, or other treatments to relax and rejuvenate. Adequate sleep. Ensure you get enough restful sleep to recharge and improve overall health. Meditation or mindfulness. Practice mindfulness exercises to reduce stress and improve focus. On this slide, let's look at the socializing and building connections. Plan gatherings. Organize potlucks, game nights, or movie nights with friends and family. Join clubs or groups. Connect with people who share similar interests through clubs, sport teams, or voluntary organization. Reach out. Make an effort to stay in touch with loved ones through phone calls, emails, or social media. On this slide, dear students, you can see the pyramid, exploring new experiences. And here we have layer by layer some new activities that you can implement into your leisure time, into your schedule. The first is travel. Visit new places, explore different cultures, and experience the world. The second layer, take a class. Learn a new skill like cooking, photography, or language. Third layer, attend an event. Go to a concert, play, or art exhibition. And the last level, fourth, try a new hobby. Explore different activities like gardening, writing, or sports. On this slide, we have some mindfulness and relaxation techniques. The first is deep breathing. Practice deep, slow breaths to calm the mind and body. Next is meditation. Dedicate time to mindfulness meditation to reduce stress and improve focus. Next, yoga or Tai Chi. Engage in gentle movements that promote relaxation and flexibility. On this slide, dear students, we have some essential tips in organizing your month. First tip, use a monthly schedule. A monthly sheet is used to monitor important deadlines. Visualizing the whole month at once will help you realize how much time you have left for a task. Think about what's essential. Do I have a deadline? Is there an important appointment with doctor? Is my child due for vaccination? You don't need a complex organizer to do this. A simple calendar in the kitchen should be enough. Second tip, plan with your household. It's important to take into account your family or household when making monthly plans. Cross-compare your schedules and take note of activities for which you might be needed. Do the children need you at the football match? Does your partner require you to drive her to the hospital? Use a color code on your calendar. Assigning one color per family members is an excellent way to visualize quickly who needs to do what during the month. Try to put yourself in others' shoes. We all have stressful lives, but having emphatic family members is such a plus. Your monthly plan should be accessible to the household. Don't expect others to always remember your deadlines. The third tip is set your priorities. It's far easier to plan when your priorities are set straight. Some tasks are urgent, others are not. It might not be as important to go to the football match as to change the tires of the car. Consider some of the following questions when planning with your household. Is this task essential? Can I push it back to the next month? Do I have enough time to fulfill this task? Do I require help to do this? If yes, have I already asked for assistance? The fourth point, monitor potential problems. A train strike or a simple road work can derail your plans. Keep your monthly schedule updated and try to think about alternatives if you foresee a problem. Read the local press. It's an excellent source of information. Always check online for opening hours and train times. We all waste hours going to clothes shops or museum, and we have all missed a train based on outdated information. And the last tip, allow some time for your family and friends. Being efficient is all about balance. You need to think about yourself and avoid burnout. Think of it as a long-term strategy. If you are unwell or depressed for weeks, you will not be able to work at your best and make the most of your time. Let's deal with the conclusion in achieving work-life balance. By prioritizing leisure time, engaging in activities that bring you joy, and practicing mindfulness, you can achieve a fulfilling work-life balance. Remember, taking time for yourself is not selfish. It's essential for overall well-being and productivity. Effectively organizing your leisure time and practicing strong time management are essential skills for achieving a balanced, fulfilling life. By setting clear goals, prioritizing tasks, and maintaining flexibility, you can make the most of your free time while staying productive in other areas. Time management allows you to accomplish more with less stress, ensuring there is room for both responsibilities and relaxation. Remember, the key is to create a system that works for you, adjust as needed, and always leave space to enjoy the journey. On this slide, we have control questions. Dear students, you should answer all these questions. Our lesson is over. Thank you so much for your attention.